Wow, it's been a long month, y'all. We're near the end of June, June 24th, and we've placed 5 families in houses this month alone. It's been a lot of work. I was going through YouTube comments, and this one caught me. This one touched my soul. And let me show it to you. And this one is from a young lady by the name of Diane Lavario. I'm assuming I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I'm gonna read it. It said I wasn't. This is after she watched the video of the young lady that I interviewed a few weeks ago who had the stroke and moved from Canada. She had, does not have great use of her left hand and her left leg, the left side of her body, and whatnot. And so when she saw this interview, she said, I wasn't going to watch this video tonight, but for some reason I watched. I watched this one. Cortez, I've been dreaming and dreaming about moving to Merida, but I've been afraid because of my advanced age, 68, and various health problems. But this sweet lady did it. This sweet, brave lady did it. I can do it too. Thank you, Cortez. And yes, you are making a difference. I'm still keeping you and your family in prayer, especially Haley, every day. And soon we'll see you in Merida. Miss Diane, it ain't too late for you, young lady. You still got a whole lot of living left to do. And I don't know where you're at, what part of the country or what part of the world you're in, but I can say that the quality of your life can only get better um, if you make that decision to come here and to get better. It's not going to get worse. It's actually going to get better. I look at the lady that you saw in the interview. One of the reasons she came here was because she's, said, hey, I can afford to get some help while I'm here with my health issues. In Mexico. It'd be far more expensive in Canada. So as we mentioned, we found some folks. Her new lady actually, we had to go through a couple of folks because I can say things move a little slow here in Mexico. Things ain't as efficient and fast as we would like it. So her new lady will officially start July 3rd, and we're talking about for like I can't remember if it's 2,500 pesos or 3,000 pesos a month. We're talking about like $150 a week. I'm sorry, $150 a week. This lady's gonna come in, cook, clean, take her to doctor's appointments, do the translations for, run errands. This particular lady has a car. We'll take her to her appointments, translate for her. If Miss Faye needs anything, this lady, because the lady's gonna be living in her house from Monday morning to Saturday afternoon. This lady's gonna be living in her house for that 150 some odd dollars a week. And she's gonna take care of all of that. So when Miss Faye needs the real local costs, because the lady who's working for her is a local and knows the language, she already knows where to go, and she knows if she's gonna be paying too much. So I'm saying all that to say she can afford to get the help and assistance that she needs because she's here. You know what I mean? So if you're concerned about your age and various health issues, don't get too caught up in that. There are solutions out here. There are options that make your quality of life better. There's another young lady that has a mom in a living assisted facility, and I can't remember the exact number, but I think it's like right at about $1,000 a month. She stays in this facility 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's fed breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. They have exercises. They listen to the music. They're doing occupational therapy. They're doing all of this stuff. You can afford to bring your elderly care parents here and get the proper care and treatment they need. Life still goes on for you. If you're no good, you're no good for nobody else. You know what I mean? So I'm just throwing that out there because, like I said earlier, there's options for everybody. body. And so Diane, it's not too late. You're still young. I saw a couple the other day. The man could barely walk, and his wife couldn't walk much better. She was like 10, 15 feet behind. And they stopped to get some ice cream. I spoke with them briefly, and this couple is in their 90s. I'm looking at them in awe. I'm like, wow, they can barely walk, but they scooting along the street, going to where they want to go. And they've been here for 5 years, I believe he said. So it's not too late. It ain't too late. 68 is young. I bet you saw another interview. I don't know if you saw the other interview I did with a lady who was 70. Didn't look 70, but she's 70. There's other folks I personally met that's 75, 80, and they here. They're starting over. They're resetting and they're like, hey man, I'm gonna live out the rest of my days doing what I want for myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what your finances are like, but your finances go a lot further here. Get a whole lot more for less. And or you can just get less for a whole lot less. You know, there are folks here living in apartments for $200 a month. Again, I don't know what your financial situations are, but you know, everybody here, it's not all about. It's not reasons are not financial. You know, so don't give up on this. You can do this at least at a minimum. Come down for a visit, check it out, see what it's like, see for yourself, and that's the most important thing is taking that first step. Anxiety, fear, uncertainty causes all this anxiety. So in order to get rid of fear, anxiety, uncertainty, you need to get clarity. And how does one get clarity? They sit down for a minute, they kind of map out a plan, do some research, get some answers, and then things start to clear up a little bit, get clear. And as you get more clarity, the frustrations or the anxiety, the uncertainties, and the fears start to go away. And one of the biggest way to get rid of all of the uncertainties and fears and anxiety is to hop on a plane, come check it out. If you're uncertain about what side of town you should stay in or which Airbnb you should stay in, get a hotel. Eliminate that fear of picking the wrong Airbnb by getting a hotel. The good hotels in the main areas. There's the Residence Inn, the Marriott property. There's also the Hilton Garden Inn up on the north side of town in Merida, Uptown Plaza. What else? You know, those are two main hotels in the nicer, modern side of town. At least you can land there, stay there for 3 days, 5 days. Yes, you're gonna pay a little more money, but if you're concerned about picking the wrong Airbnb, you stay in a hotel for 3 days or 5 days, and just that way you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to think about it. You're in the building. You're in a safe area. You're in a place with other folks that can assist you if you find yourself in the bind. You know, so come visit. And once you do that, I think any fears that you had, any anxiety or uncertainties will immediately be lifted. And while you're here for those 3 to 5 days, schedule some doctor appointments. Go to the doctor or see a specialist based on whatever you have going on so you can see how the healthcare system works. See if that will work for you. You can find an English-speaking therapist or physician to assist just to make the transition a little easier, just to see. And all of that anxiety and fear will go away. A 5-day excursion to check things out, try the medical system, see how it works, and boom, you will have your answer on whether or not this is for you. At least eliminate it. So, hey, I'm coming out here on a fact-finding mission, and I'm going to eliminate. I'm either going to I'm either going to move forward or I'm going to remove this idea out of my head altogether. That's what the purpose would be for. So Diane, thank you for your comment. I appreciate your prayers for my family and my daughter. Thank you very much. And if you make this trip down here, I got you. I got you. I got you. So you just reach out to me and I'm going to make sure you're straight. Thanks for watching Move Abroad and Thrive, y'all. If y'all have questions, like to book a telephone consultation, I get on the phone and talk. I have 30-minute consultations and I have 1 hour consultation. If you haven't signed up for our Move Abroad Academy, Move Abroad and Thrive Academy, do so at the website, www.moveabroadandthrive.com. You'll see some links at the top of the site that says courses, and click on that and boom. If you find our content is helpful, consider making a donation. My Cash App is the $ Cartes Ross, or you can Zelle via my email. Zelle it to cartes@cartesross.com. Also, go to the website. The links on the navigation bar, you'll see something that says donate. And if you like to make a donation via credit card, you can do that. If you're doing that from a mobile device, you'll see like that little hamburger menu, the little 3 lines. Click that, it'll expand. Click the donate link, and it will take you to where you need to go to book a consultation. So life is in your hand. Y'all can write it any way you like. You can map this life out any way you like. You just got to get it out of your head, get it on the paper. And that's one thing our course will help you do, is to come up with some goals, come up with some plans, and help you map this thing out so it's on paper and not all discombobulated all up in your head. Let's do this thing. This is your year. This is your time. Let's do it. Just decide that this is your time and it's yours. So thanks for watching. I'm out of here.